Hey.
Hello boxing fans, welcome to another episode of Boxing 396. Here with Thomas Cornflake LaManna, who will be fighting on the 18th of November at the Claridge Hotel against Samuel Amoka. How you doing, Thomas?
Doing great.
I should say Cornflake.
Yeah.
Man, talk to me about this fight.
You know, it's a fight. I took it as serious as any other fight. It was a last-minute replacement,
Right?
Because I was supposed to be fighting Thomas Mendez, defending my WBC belt.
Right.
He has little visa issues, so they found Samuel Amoka. He's a durable guy. Only been stopped twice out of his 13 losses, and that was years and years ago. Goes rounds. I took what I can get. You know what I mean? I said yes because I didn't want to, hesitate. I didn't want to go through the headache of finding another Latino to defend the belt with. You know what I mean? I just wanted to lock an opponent down, and we'll get Mendez on the next one.
Tell people the belt you'll be defending that you won your last fight.
Yeah, the WBC Silver Latino title. It's a title that put me into the WBC ratings.
Right.
I beat George Sosa for it. How else do I say? Look, I'm blessed to have it. I was blessed to fight for it. To fight for such a notable belt.
Right.
A meaningful, notable belt.
And it gets you in the ratings.
Yeah, and that's
that's the bottom line.
That's what I wanted to do. So got me in the ratings. I'm not defending it this one, but the key to success is activity, as Sugar Leonard would say. And if I'm active, I'll move up in the ratings, even if you don't defend the belt. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
I saw you in the barn burner with Dusty Hernandez. What did you learn from that fight?
I learned about myself where I could go hard 10 rounds. You know what I mean? I was disappointed in myself because I got out of my game plan. Because, me and Dusty had, sparred in the past.
Right.
We've grown up. That's still to this day like one of my main mans. No love lost. But I knew what I was able to do with him in the sparring, and I didn't imply it into a fight, and that's why I feel as though I didn't win the fight. You know what I mean? But I learned about myself where I can fight hard 10 rounds. I can go through adversity. I can fight through being hurt.
Right.
You hurt me a couple times. I could fight through low blows and elbows that he was doing, all that stuff. So I learned about my character a lot. That I could fight through this. And 3 fights later, me and my last fight, I fought 10 rounds again, and I used all my experience from the Dusty fight and my fight with Sosa, picking it up as the rounds went on, and making my adjustments and turning it up, turning it down, stuff like that. So it was really good. I'm glad that I got that experience with Dusty, because I needed it.
I was sitting ringside and I was looking for you to box.
Yeah.
As tall as you are, you're about 6'2".
Yeah.
Long arms. And you got into a fight, man. Somehow I thought you were trying to prove something.
That was my regret. Because in sparring, he's Dusty Harris, because he walks right to you.
Right.
And he's the easiest person I'll box. And with my height and my size advantage, it made it a hell of a lot easier. But I made it into a fight.
You made it into a fight.
Did I have something to prove? No, but did I was just caught in the moment.
Right.
I have a lot of fights, but that was a rookie mistake, at that level. You know what I mean? Even though my fight with Antoine Douglas, it was televised.
I just thought he was too big.
And that's what it was.
Going up to middleweight.
Yeah.
He was just too big.
You know what I mean? But I kind of wanted to make a statement and prove something because of my showing with Antoine on TV. And this fight I thought it was perfect, where I could beat Dusty up, or I could outbox him, I could do whatever to him. And for the first three and a half rounds, I felt as though it was, going like that. And then I don't know, just my switch turned on and I made it into a fight. And
you made it into a rumble.
Yeah.
It's like you were trying to prove something, and I've always said Cornflake is no ordinary cereal. So you had nothing to prove, man.
Right.
You should have used your advantages, long arms, good jab.
Yeah.
Many people in Philadelphia and Jersey, we know, a lot of the public don't know. You're your own promoter. Talk to me about why you started a promotional company and
You know why I started it for me to fight.
Right.
I wasn't getting no fights.
Okay.
I wasn't, and a lot of people in the area do know that I'm very fortunate with a big fan base.
Right.
I do sell a lot of tickets. A lot of people does come to support me and stuff like that, and I still couldn't get no fights.
Right.
Boxing in New Jersey died down, and I needed to do something. So we started Rising Star Promotions, and like I told Mark, it went from a hobby to get me a couple fights, so now it's a business. Now it's I'm active. I got other venue offers. I have it's like it's crazy, but it's hard. It's hard, and that's why I kind of was at my stage after my last fight, calling it quits, because I was just too overwhelming for me. It got too overwhelming for me, and I just didn't want no parts of it no more. And it took a lot of thinking and a lot of talking, and a lot of people talked a lot of sense into me to really bring me back into boxing and say, you know what, I'll do it, because I do see the light at the end of the tunnel very soon. You know what I mean? Getting world rated, fighting for meaningful regional belts, possibly cracking into other sanctioned bodies, world ratings after this fight. So I do see the upside to this grind that I'm doing right now, and that's why I stuck with it.
Cornflake, you're only 25, right?
I'll be 26 tomorrow.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
26. You've been around so long, man. But we tend to forget that you're in your 20s. You've been around a long time. Okay.
Yep.
Tell the fans why they should come out to see you. We know why.
Why they should come and see me? I bring the fight each and every time. I know I can box, but I also know I can fight. I love fighting. This is all I know how to do. Boxing's my whole life. I give it my all for 6 to 8 weeks at a time during my training camps, and I sacrifice so much to please the fans, to give the fans a show. And come November 18th, I don't plan on doing nothing different. Whether it's Samuel Moko, Dusty Harrison, Antoine Douglas, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm coming to Rumble, and 2018, I want to set up after this fight a breakout year, real breakout year. And I can't even forget. I gotta mention the undercard.
Go ahead. Hey, you're a promoter, man. Go ahead.
This to me is my best.
It's your interview. Go ahead. Go. Tell us about it.
Philly Raymond Serrano.
Raymond Serrano.
In Enver Halili for a WBC Fecker Box title.
Okay.
Really, very interesting fight. That should be the main event. If this wasn't a Thomas LaManna show, that would be the main event. You get what I'm saying? You got Adam Lopez, who was once top 3 in the world, fighting Jorge Diaz.
Okay.
At a Crossroads fight. That's another TV main event worthy fight, Showbox at least. And then you have this knockout artist. He fought in Philly one time, Alvin Vermal.
Okay.
He fought on one of Russell's show. Knocked everybody. Loves to see this guy fight because he's like Sosa, one punch, and you just never know. He changes it up. He's very interesting. And I got my 3 New York killers: Yurik Mamadev, Thomas Romain, and Frederick Julian, all fighting on the show. They're from France, residing in Brooklyn.
Okay.
They bring action. They bring almost a quarter of New York City every time they fight, and it's gonna be a really great show. A very, very, very great show. I hands down think this is the best show that Rising Star ever done. Oh, and I can't forget Devin Haney as well.
Devin Haney is on your card? Man.
Devin Haney's on this card as well. Mr. Floyd Mayweather protege guy.
Okay.
Mayweather this and everything. But that kid's special too.
Okay.
He's really special, and it's gonna be a great night of boxing.
There you have it, fight fan. Thomas LaManna, Rising Sun Promotion.
Star.
Rising Star. Why I keep saying?
Wait, you want to know what's funny? It was supposed to be Rising Sun.
It was supposed to be.
My mom made it. It was supposed to be Rising Sun.
Right.
S-O-N.
Okay.
Rising Sun, meaning, me, I'm rising, whatever. She was going to do that, but I was like, that's corny. So we made it Rising Star. So
Rising Star. See, I had the sun in there. Rising Star.
It's okay, though, because it was supposed to be.
Rising Star. How can they reach out to your promotional company? Website?
We got a website, risingboxingpromotions.com. On Instagram, RSP Boxing, and Facebook, Rising Star Boxing.
Okay, there you have it. Rising Star. Thomas Cornflake LaManna. This man is no ordinary cereal. He's moving up the ranks.
Mr. Ransom, thank you. I appreciate it.
That was good, man.
Good, right?